needs to be back on the screen in the MCU. Point blank, period.
What is up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? And I already see David's comment there. Was it David? Did I say that right? Am I on? Yeah, David's comment there that said Lupita needs to be slapped like Will for this, and I completely agree. And we're gonna get into all that shit because I completely disagree with what Lupita said, bro. Like that is whoo. But we're gonna get there. So this is different for us. I know that a lot of you guys watching, you're probably like, well, the two of you watching. We're gonna let some people get in here, but for everybody that is watching or seeing this, you're probably like, what the fuck? Planet Fanatics is live on a Thursday. Why are they live? Well, that's because thank God She-Hulk is over. We don't have to react to She-Hulk. We're not gonna be reacting to we don't have any reactions on Thursdays for a while. There's nothing else Marvel coming until Wakanda Forever, and then after that nothing until Quantumania. Oh, I'm sorry, we have the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. Yeah, so we do still have that. We still have that to look forward to. So yeah, so we're going to be live streaming with you guys. This is a new thing that we're going to be doing. It is going to be done, and I'm going to explain this on Sunday too, but we're going to live stream with you guys weekly, daily. It's going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, no Saturdays, and then Sunday we'll have our regular live stream. But we are going to get to a point to where we are just live streaming possibly Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then having the weekends off. So, you know, like I said, we appreciate you guys being here. We're going to be going live with you guys, talking about some stuff. We're going to talk about the shit Black Adam reviews. We're going to talk about the shit that came out of Lupita's mouth, and then we're going to talk about the shit apology from Draymond Green. So we just got a lot of shit that we've got to pile out today.
Stream.
That's the shit stream today.
It's a big old flush.
Went from
yeah. Shit, She-Hulk to
Thursdays are shit day. Yeah. That's all we do.
Sorry, Thor. I know that the day is named literally after you, but
that shit is funny. He said we went from shit She-Hulk to
J.O. Wolf in funny. Here. What up, J.O.?
We'll continue to bring you shit.
J.O. Wolf said
Thursday.
Bring you the
Lupita probably never read a comic book
on Thursday.
I wish Chad had left a will about this to shut them up. Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, no, J.O. Wolf, I said the same thing. I guarantee you. Well, I want to say this because I got to find the interview. When I can find the interview, I'm going to try to have it found by Sunday. There's an interview out there where Lupita said, the interviewer asked her a question and then she replied, I don't even remember what the question was, but her reply was, no, I don't want that to happen because that means my character is the villain. So she's aware that in the comics, Nakia is a villain. She's aware of that at least. So I want to say probably before 2018, she didn't pick up a Black Panther comic. But when they were on set and things, I guarantee you the cast was probably even given maybe the first issue or something, copies of the first issue or at least copies of Black Panther comics that they could read if they wanted to or not. Just gifts.
They get stuff that the writers would want them to read about their characters, stuff like that. Stuff to base their character off of.
Yeah. So I definitely think before 2018, she had never picked up a Black Panther book, and now I don't know that for fact. Now, unless she comes out with some bang 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 Marvel knowledge that we don't know about, then okay, sure, good on you. Yeah, Lupita.
Marvel in it.
Yeah, but I don't think she did at all. So before we get into all this, we'll start it off as we always do. You know, for everybody that is joining in right now, if you would like to join our Discord, you can go over to our Discord and you can join that. The link is down in the bio. It should be. Yeah, the link is in the bio. You can go down there, click that link, and then you can join our Discord where you can interact with us daily at any time. You know, if you want to message something, if there's a topic that you feel that we need to be talking about on the show or that we should cover, you can go send that to us in the Discord and we will cover that. And we want to also be able to engage with you guys through Discord. So if that's something you're interested in, that link is down in the bio and you can interact with us there. Before we get started, again, I am here with my brilliant co-host. I am here with Kellen. Kellen, how's your day?
Pretty good. Just work and coming over here talking about shit.
Yeah. Shit. Okay. Same work queue. How was your day?
Pretty much same as Kellen, honestly, same thing. And then just getting everything ready to start up the sports channel, finishing that up. NBA season started, so watching everything with that as well. Ready for UFC fights on Saturday. Big sports week, honestly. Yeah, so
it is.
Been betting fantasy.
Best fight card of
fantasy team is ass right now. If anyone in the comments is playing fantasy,
people at my job are.
For me, it was just another work day. Another work day where I got to see news and listen to things and blah, blah, blah. But without all, we're not going to sit here and talk about how boring my fucking day was. We're going to talk about,
How boring.
yeah, let's talk about how boring Black Adam. Let's start there. It's a great segue. We're gonna save the recast conversation in Lupita for the last. There's only 3 topics. You saw it on the thumbnail. It's only the 3 topics. So we're gonna get through these. Then we will talk recast Lupita, because I know that's why you're all here. None of you care about Black Adam, and none of you care that you're all here for that. So we're gonna get to that. But I want to go on record and say that I've been saying this shit.
Oh, yeah.
I have been saying Black Adam was going to be garbage. It was going to be trash. It was like I'm sorry, I don't even have it to where you guys can see this.
No, like if we could pull up like the first time we talked about it and just edit in like a little video of what you it was nothing like to where he was moved or anything like that. So it was just
how can you be excited about anything like DC since they've been like, hey, we're gonna make a few more movies with this universe, and then it's not gonna matter because we're just gonna like scratch that shit. It's like, how are we supposed to care?
I don't even know if this matters, bro. I mean, of course I know the post-credit scene
at all. Even
I don't know. My problem with it is, like I said, for me, I've always said this. This is a Rock fucking vanity project.
Yeah.
I like Dwayne The Rock Johnson, but like, bro, this whole superhero thing he's trying to do,
I don't like when he fucks with shit I like.
Yeah, I don't like when he fucks with shit. Like, this is a project that's been in the works since 2007. Okay, so the premise of Black Adam for the plot, I guess, of this is dude's gonna waking up 5,000 years later and out of hibernation and all that kind of stuff. But he's waking up as The Rock, bro. He's not waking up as Black Adam. He's waking up as The Rock. 2007 to now, you're not speaking with an accent like Black Adam. Your ears aren't pointed. You did nothing to prep for this. You just came in and you're The Rock. He
had hair in 2007 and now doesn't have hair.
And he doesn't, and I get The Rock, is bald. Yeah,
he looks less like Black Adam now than he did in 2007.
That's true. He doesn't have hair.
Went away from The Rock.
It's been that long. Like, it's the slowest digestion ever.
Like, bro, didn't age out.
Shit,
like,
dude. Like,
has anyone ever aged out of a role? Like, if his name wasn't Dwayne The Rock Johnson, like, definitely would have, because his ears just bald.
I've seen
like
Christmas.
It'd be crazy
Christmas movies. They could pull off the ears.
It'd be crazy to just like
wouldn't be hard to
pull up a picture of Black Adam in the comics and put him next to The Rock, or just pull up a picture of The Rock and like block off his suit and be like, what superhero you think he's playing? And like nobody's guessing Black Adam or anything, so it's just it's just watching a big muscle neck in a suit, honestly. Which I'm sure
they changed the whole script. They changed the whole thing. They changed everything to fit what The Rock wanted. I mean, he's gotten everything he wanted. I will say this though. As I always say, I'm going to give credit where credit is fucking due. I will give him credit for Henry Cavill. Spoiler alert.
And then you know how to make money.
I'll give him credit for that. Because he is in the film. I've seen the post-credit scene.
You've seen it?
Yes, I've seen the post-credit scene. He is in the film. It's on Twitter. Go look for that at your leisure. I'm sure it's going to be taken down soon. So, but he's in it. No, Henry Cavill is actually in the film, and so I give him credit for that. He's done what DC hasn't been able to do at all, and that's deliver Superman, and he's delivering Superman. Now, I know DC came out a few days ago with Man of Steel 2 and all the other projects like that fit into the DCEU outside of the Batman, Robert Pattinson stuff. So I'm talking about the stuff that fits into the DCEU.
Right.
A lot of that stuff, like Man of Steel 2, Black Adam, and Black Adam vs. Superman, that all hinges on this.
Yeah.
Right now, this at 47%, and the terrible reviews it's getting. As I say, word of mouth, bro. People aren't gonna like this. We're going to see it tomorrow, but we're just going to see it tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just going with them. They're just going.
I don't know. I just feel obligated that we almost kind of have to now. Just
because
like She-Hulk ended, we gotta talk about stuff.
Like as we've gained more subscribers, I just feel obligated to just get back and watch everything as fast as I can. Plus, like I said, I'm not too into the comics, so I'm hoping to just see entertainment. I'm really going for the other characters as well. Like seeing Adam Smasher, Fate, and everything like that is just, I'm sure that won't be the part that disappoints me or anything. But
Oh,
I'm
no.
sure there.
I just
The
hope that
action is
we.
gonna hit.
There's definitely
I'm
glad.
hoping it does, and we haven't seen all the good action.
Like,
in that,
there's
latest trailer.
That's my thing. I haven't been watching the
I'm worried
trailers
about
either,
that.
though. Like, I haven't been watching any of the things
I've
they've been releasing just because I stopped doing that. Like, ever since they dropped the thing for, for Love and Thunder with Thor. And I sat here and I was like, that's a bait and switch,
No, I
bro.
haven't watched
Like,
it
they're
either.
not doing that shit. I
Yeah.
have not watched another Marvel trailer since. So it's like, I'm glad there's bathroom breaks from what I'm hearing. Like, I can, like, if I have to go pee, I can go pee. Like, I know we sit at the top, so that's
He's like, I'm getting the big drink.
shouldn't be an issue if I have to go
That's
refill
all
the
right,
popcorn. If you need that, I'll go do it for us. Like, ain't no issue.
We'll fill you
Yeah.
in.
Well, you got scoopers out there saying that Henry Cavill only has filmed 2 things since his comeback. I guess he filmed something for Flash, and he's obviously this thing for the post-credit scene in Black Adam. Yeah, spoiler alert for that too. I guess he's in the Flash.
Okay.
I learned that today as well. So yeah, this all that stuff though hinges on this. It all hinges on Black Adam's ability to put asses in the seats.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to happen. I've been saying that's not going to happen, but
I don't think so in
Prove me wrong.
America. Internationally, I think this will do really well internationally. Just because like anything The Rock does, like they won't lose money,
No,
but it won't
they
be
lose
because of the U.S. market.
Yeah.
I don't see it. We smell what The Rock is cooking. He's cooking shit.
Yeah.
Someone in
Like, it's not-
Someone in the comments say they can't hear you.
They can't hear me.
Yeah. Latest comment.
Can't hear everybody or just me?
Can't hear everyone or just him? Like, can you hear me and Kellen?
Can you hear me?
I was about to say, yeah, like you ain't got
even ask that.
like you ain't got a microphone yourself.
He said the orange shirt. That would be me, the red.
It's the color. It's the color. It looks like.
Niggas look down like.
What we're wearing again?
Why you can't hear me? You should be able to hear me.
I don't know. I feel like I'm obligated to talk more, so I'm gonna
Hold
just
on.
read a couple of the comments.
Let me.
Hello. Yeah, my mic's coming in.
Is it turned up?
Anyone
on the,
else in the chat not able to hear him?
Type that in. Tell them to put a 1 in the chat if they can't hear me.
I can hear you just fine.
Yeah, so someone-
He's low. Someone said I can hear you just fine, and then
Then someone said you're low.
you got comments right in front of your face too. I'm not sure. Here
Oh,
just
yeah, he
fine.
does.
Okay.
Everything should be good now.
Okay. Yeah. I apologize.
Okay, anyway. So,
Yeah.
that's that on Black Adam. It is what it is. Prove me wrong. Maybe it might do good.
We'll definitely see it tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see it tomorrow.
We'll be here Sunday. Let y'all know how it is. I'll
just be
definitely
surprised.
try to look for some bright spots in it because I'm sure there'll be a lot of shit to throw on it. So,
yeah, we'll
you know, I like throwing shit too. So,
I'm gonna try and go in
I might
with
be
a
in the-
positive attitude and be like, and just try to have fun.
You-
Try to not be negative going.
yeah,
in,
you know,
but
blinkers up,
see
and
how
we're
we
gonna
do.
go in there and watch the film. So that's that. Let us know down below if you guys are gonna go see Black Adam. How hype are you for Black Adam? Are you anticipating Black Adam at all? Is that something that you've been like, damn man, I got to see that Black Adam? Let us know down below in the comments what you guys think about that. And we're gonna move on to Draymond Green here really quick. Now this one won't be long at all. This is just an idiot, and this is an idiot.
Just an idiot.
Bro, like, and for those of you that don't know, I coach AAU basketball. And I get it. Tensions are high sometimes with teams. You know, things happen to where you might have players pushing each other or arguing with one another or whatever. Something may always happen. But when it's a repetitive fucking
yeah, bro.
thing, like it no longer becomes okay, slap on the wrist.
He's the Ezra Miller of the NBA.
Yes. He is the Ezra Miller of the NBA.
I'm just saying,
Draymond's in Hawaii being
like,
a fucking terror right
the
now,
Warriors
bro.
are probably like, if not the greatest, the top 2-3 dynasty I've ever watched in my life. And I just think it'd be a shame for them to be like one day, because this continues, Draymond's gonna be the reason it blows up if it continues, and so it's like it just sucks that they'd look at it one day and be like, we could have nuked Draymond out of this a long time ago.
I've been saying this
he's
since
peaked.
2015.
He's past prime now. He's peaked. You can find someone
2015,
who can go do his job. Even it's all about relationships
ring.
now. That's all it is. And then like the way, I mean, I feel like it's just they don't want anyone else playing. They don't want him playing with anyone else. Like that's all it is. Like, but I feel like if he does something to another extent again, he's done.
Draymond Green has been a menace to this team since 2015. Since 2015, I have been saying this since 2015 that he needed to be removed from the roster. Why? Because the motherfucker lost you a ring, the thing that you played the most for, the thing that's the whole point, the thing that you're playing for. We get all the way there, and he knows, bro. He's been warned, he's been told, he's been asked and pleaded to by his players, by the staff, hell, by the owners, by everybody. Just don't say anything else. No more texts.
Gets that one tech and then is suspended for the next game, bro. Yeah. We were up 3-2-1. We would have won that.
Steph should have 5 rings right now, bro. That's what it is. That's what it is. You gave them hope.
That's one thing I always used to tell my basketball boys.
Crush hope. Put your foot on their necks and crush fucking hope. Like, don't give these boys hope, because when the I used to tell them like when
hope dangerous.
You got their parents sitting down. That's crushed hope. Coach is now sitting down. That's crushed hope. Yeah. But when mom starts to pom-pomming and coach is standing back up, crush that
hope.
shit.
Yeah. Hope to. No.
Yeah, bro. Like,
and I played for Darius, so I know this hope thing is real.
Bro, like,
I use it in life.
and you know, my thing too, like I said, and I'm not to like brag or anything like that, but like bro, my teams, like his team particularly, we were the top team in the state. They were 127-18. They lost 18 fucking games in a whole year. Well, not a whole year, but an AAU season. So that's even shorter.
And every weekend.
Yeah, bro. My boys were tough. So this is just bullshit to me. He talking about I made a mistake. This is a hollow-ass fucking apology, because we've seen this apology before. He's the reason KD's not there. He's the reason Steph doesn't have 5 rings. He's going to be the reason Poole possibly... after this year might want to walk. I'm surprised. I was really shocked, bro.
He re-signed.
I mean,
re-signed.
He's an important role player, and he has his role, and he's kind of like the new school.
And all that. He's got a role.
But does that outweigh KD and all these guys who are like, who are the ones who are really at the end of the day winning you rings?
That's what I'm saying. It's literally just his relationship with everyone, because like you can find someone like. You can find someone to do what he does. And there's, where they're at now, there's leaders on the team. Like, you don't need him as a leader.
And look at the young guys coming up right now, bro.
Every young guy on that team has a leader they can look up to that's not Draymond Green. And so it's like, the purpose for having him on the team, honestly, I feel like is just so no other team has him. That's like...
Like, if you're Michael Jordan, you can punch Steve Kerr in the face in practice. But Michael Jordan's not fucking it up for you in the finals.
Right.
He's not doing anything like that. He might be hot-headed and, like, not all of his teammates loved him, but he was Michael Jordan. This is Draymond Green. It's not the same.
Could even be said about Kobe. I don't know too many times. Well, there are stories. But,
I mean, he was constantly on Shaq. He would be like, what the fuck are you showing up with those Big Macs for? And, like, and on his ass about stuff. And, like, as the younger player, and that caused problems with that. But Kobe was in there an hour before anybody else. He's already drenched in sweat by the time people are showing up for practice, and then he's staying hours after.
Like, at the end of the day, you weren't seeing Kobe on the court really. One of my favorite videos.
Just to sum it up, like Draymond Green's play is not good enough for his actions on and off the court.
One of my favorite videos is Joakim Noah. I don't remember who it was. I think it was it the Cavs when they were playing the Cavs and they were it was the Heat, and it was Bosch, and I don't remember who Bosch was arguing with, but Joakim Noah was up there, and I used to tell my boys I used to tell my boys all the time too. Like, when you are when you're out there arguing with the other your teammate,
right?
Like as a coach, when I would see other boys arguing with each other on the court, I'd be like, bro,
he looks weak.
Take them because they're upset, they're angry, fuck them up, all that kind of stuff, bro. Like, if you can divide the team on the court, you win.
Yeah.
You win.
It's literally a team sport.
Yeah,
you got 2 out of 5 guys who aren't focused on the other team. They're literally focused on whatever bullshit between them. Or what were you doing?
Yeah.
Because I promise you, whatever Jordan Poole is saying, like, in his mind, this thing is real life thinking, fuck Dre. Like,
I'm sure.
I don't want nothing to do with him. Like, we go to work, we play basketball, and that is it. Like,
That's
we
it.
don't, nothing else.
Know it's
like,
awkward.
Because if it were me, I'm like Shannon Sharp, where Shannon Sharp said, if it was me, nigga, we fighting. We're fighting. Nah, bruh. Nah,
even if I lose, I'm gonna get up and get my hits back.
Yeah, no. We're regular punch him. He's Superman punch.
Yeah, bro. And Draymond Green, he a big nigga.
He's like what?
That punch hurt.
Yeah,
I know it did.
Yeah.
I mean, did you not see Poole's press conference? The motherfucker looked like he was still crying.
Yeah.
So it looked like he got hit before he came out there and talked.
Yeah, he definitely probably did something to his
at the beginning and said, "Watch what
like,
you say. Watch what you say. Your nuts are next." You know.
I'm saying like this nigga is like kick niggas in the nuts, punch people in the, like what has Draymond not done? And then like
I haven't seen him bite anybody.
That's
next.
I mean, shit.
That's next.
Like, but is that really like that's the level we're at though? Like,
right?
Yeah, hey, he hasn't bit anyone though. So until then, we're gonna keep him on the roster. Until he bites someone, keep him on the roster.
No biting.
Crazy, but you know, hey, Draymond is Draymond. This is who he is. Maya Angelou said it best: when someone tells you who they are, believe them. He has shown you who he is. Stop doing these fucking documentary. Like he made it so much about him. He made a documentary apology, bro. Yeah. A documentary apology. I'm done with it. So. I mean, like I said, let us know down below. I don't know if anybody out there is watching NBA or if you even give a fuck about what we're talking about right now. But I'll tell you that as an NBA fan, as a Steph fan, been a Steph fan, don't come at me. Since Davison, I just can't. I can't get behind it. So he gets on my fucking nerves. I want him off the roster. But
the next topic that we've got here
is the topic that, again, I know everybody's here for. Jay was talking about Black Adam. He couldn't go tonight, but my brother said he watched 30 minutes and walked out the theater. Well,
yeah. Raymond said, I think I'll wait until it drops on HBO Max.
I mean, hell, it's gonna be.
It's not that long, isn't it? Like 45 days or something.
Yeah, is that what they're?
I think the HBO is shorter than anything else.
Yeah, I think HBO's is short. I think Disney's
it's because
45.
the DC movies don't do fine to where they're like, let's leave them in theaters so long and shit. It's like after a month, it's like throw that shit on HBO, throw Morbius on Stars. Don't like
right. Yeah.
Anything not Marvel is gonna be up pretty quick.
Yeah.
I don't think it's 45 for them either. But so the topic here that I honestly was gonna wait till Sunday to talk about, I can't. I can't. And the reason that I can't wait that long to talk about it is because I didn't say shit about Winston Duke. I didn't say shit about what Letitia Wright said. There were videos I wanted to make about it. There were things I wanted to say about it. But then I was like, you know what? I'll let the other recasters do it. They can talk about those. It's like, I'm not really going to touch on things the cast said. But this shit pissed me off. And the reason this pissed me off is because of how she said it, bro. It's how she said it. So for those of you that aren't aware of what's going on, Lupita did an interview. I don't even know who the interview was with. I really don't give a fuck. She did an interview, and she was talking to them, and apparently they asked her about Recast. And she had this to say. She said, "This is not the death of the Black Panther. That's the whole point. It's laying to rest T'Challa." No, we get that.
Yeah.
And allowing for real life to inform the story of the movies. That's point one we're going to talk about, okay? We're going to go back through this quote. We're going to dissect this quote. We're going to break this shit down. Then she said, "I know that there are all sorts of reasons why people want him to be recast, but I don't have the patience. I don't have the presence of mind, or I don't have the objectivity to argue with that. I don't. I'm very biased."
The fuck?
Okay, so let's take that from the top. Where she said, it's laying to rest T'Challa. No. The top. This is not the death of the Black Panther. That's the whole point. Okay, no, we've seen the trailers, Lupita.
Yeah.
We've seen them. We know it's not the death of the Black Panther.
And we know that it's laying to rest T'Challa, i.e.,
Hashtag recast Tchalla.
that's the whole point.
Yeah.
That's why we're doing this. So when she's talking about, it's about laying to rest T'Challa, sweetheart, this is what lets me know. That's why I didn't comment on Winston's when Winston talked about it, because all these actors typically, unless you're like who was that? Unless you're like, excuse me, man, Henry Cavill. When Henry Cavill does, he's super nerdy. He knows his shit. Andrew Garfield, he knows Spider-Man, bro. He grew like, unless you're one of those caliber of actors that come in and understand the fucking assignment, know what this means, understand who these characters are, that this is not something that was just invented in 2018. This is not something that Nate Moore said, oh, hey guys, I got this idea for the Black Panther. No, this was in the height of the civil rights movement. This is 50 years in the making.
In the middle of it.
Bro, we've been waiting for this for a long time.
She doesn't have patience.
That's
this
it.
is history.
She does.
Like, this is literally history waiting to be unfolded.
Waiting to be unfolded. And then you're talking about it's laying to rest T'Challa. Why are we laying to rest the franchise's main character?
Yeah.
How does that make sense? But the Black Panther's not. That's the whole point. It's never been about the Black Panther. I swear to God. It's never been about the Black Panther.
Like, one day, let's just put a clip together, a whole video of, like, all people we've said can be in the suit, like from Bucky to Kevin Feige
to
Winston Duke to
if you want to pull motherfuckers from other franchises,
like dead ass, like Walter White, like go ahead, do it. We do not care who sits in the suit. Like,
put who you want in your suit. If you want to make it so much about this fucking mantle that everybody seems to be so fixated with, make it about the mantle. Fine, but do not kill your franchise's main character.
Yeah.
Man, that's like me going to the Black Adam movie and there's no Black Adam.
Yeah.
Like, then what am I going to watch? What's the draw to the film?
Nothing. There's barely a draw to it now. Nothing.
Exactly.
Like,
and that again, and I've said this before. Like, I don't get me wrong. I like the furthering of the mythology of the MCU, but the Doctor Doom in the post credit scene and Namor, that's shiny keys to make us forget the absence of T'Challa in the film.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You're having Namor, his nemesis, enter in the film,
fight him,
and he's not fighting him.
Yeah.
it's just hard to just like watch this movie and not imagine T'Challa in there. Like, no matter who's playing him, it's just like we're gonna see moments on screen and we're gonna be like, T'Challa should be right there. I wonder what he would have done right there.
Man.
Especially if they pull scenes out
It's
of the comics and they like
erase him.
Yeah, and have Suri doing it or something. But
Yeah,
like really
or have her
in the
doing
page,
something
it's
that
him. Like that shit's not cool. Like, but
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, it's crazy. And
well, okay, let's move on. Let's move on to what else she said here before I said that.
I'll read some of these before.
Well, hold on. Save those.
Go ahead.
Because it's going to be a clipped. Then she said, in allowing for real life to inform the story of the movies.
now that's the
third fuck up. The third fuck up in a very small quote.
right, she didn't say that much.
Three sentences?
Yeah, we're 3 sentences in, and I'm already saying, shut the fuck up.
She's averaging 1 per.
Bro, so she said, in allowing for real life to inform the story of the movies.
There's not a plant to drink and give you the powers of the Black Panther in real life. Like, the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly.
What do you mean let real life inform? You mean there's not...
I hate...
There's not even the metal. The metal's not real.
Vibranium,
I hate when people try to...
Wakanda's not
It's
real.
made
That's what I'm saying. I hate
What
when
do you
people
mean
try
let
to
real life inform?
correlate anything real life to
With
fiction
fantasy.
stories. Like, you're
With
playing
fantasy.
a fictional character
Yeah.
in a fictional story in a fictional universe in a fictional the source material is fiction. Why are you correlating?
How many times have we said here on
The
this
only thing
channel
to
about
correlate real life to a story is what if there's any history based off of it and what that history is. Like the sort,
Right.
like there's no reason to
Right.
correlate any. Like y'all just said, like the vibe, they nothing they do in there is real life or anything. So it's like, why? I don't know. They're like incorporating his real life death into the movie.
Again,
shouldn't have been done.
No, it
Like-
shouldn't have been. Like, again, how many times have we sat here in this? Like, we have a fucking Recast Tchalla playlist. Like, with 20 fucking. How many times have we sat here and said, Why are we translating real life into fantasy?
Right.
What, like that sentence makes zero sense, and allowing for real life to inform the story of the movies? Like, I don't know if she's confused with when she played in 12 Years a Slave. That was real.
Right, yeah.
That was fucking real. You can incorporate that into real life. This is fucking fantasy. You're not like, this is, what are you doing talking about we want to no we don't
emotional and irrational. That's
and
if
you know
if
what
that
I
were
think
the case, there would have been no more Superman after Superman fell off that horse, because Superman would have been paralyzed
exactly
in the movies.
and the thing too for this is so I think I've said this too, maybe not this way, but I've maybe thought it and said it a different way, I don't know. It's fucking morbid. It is so morbid to me that you want to relive Chadwick's death. Your
and
friend.
monetize it.
Yes, and monetize it.
And think about her character, whether or not she's going to be a villain potentially. She's
exactly.
like, oh, he died, so maybe now I could be like, what?
Like, it's weird, bro. Like, it's so weird to me. You know, you got Ryan Coogler out here saying, that's my best friend, my brother, my this, he was this and that. But you wrote it, bro. Yeah. You rewrote your friend's funeral. That's so fucking morbid to me. That's we're honoring Chadwick, and that's, to me, bro, if I go out, don't honor me that way.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
don't honor me that way.
Rewrote a script that the person who died liked.
Exactly. But you know,
That's
and this was something we're going to talk about on Sunday too. I really don't want to get too deep into we can. It's fine, whatever. Ryan Coogler wrote in the script he had they rewrote this. This is rewritten.
Yeah, exactly.
My thing is, what you had, all you had to. What is hard about looking at another actor and saying, there's nothing hard
about
exactly.
They could have done that. They could have pushed it off a little bit more.
Yes.
And, you know, it would have really been more for whoever fills his shoes, because that is going to be like a tough act to follow. That's going to be a lot of pressure and a lot of comparison. And so give it time.
But we all know what's real, too.
Yeah,
we all know that someone has to step into that role. Like, we all know that, unfortunately, Chadwick Boseman died. So we know if we want to see this character continue in the fictional world, we know that a real person has to step into it. It's like, we're open. Like, everyone's open to judgment or criticism when it comes to what they do and their performance and everything. But it's like, no, like, I don't feel no one's open to be shamed for what they put out or anything. Like, that's my thing. Like, work of criticism is okay, but whenever, like, shaming people for what they do, like everyone got their job, whether, like, you like their job or not, I don't really feel like your opinion is really relevant in the wide scheme of things, and that's to anyone. So it's like, I don't see why like, so much stuff when we talk recast, it just doesn't make sense, because, like, we just watched them recast Red Hulk and everything, so it's like...
Just like that.
I was going to say, instantaneously made the decision to recast, and it's because they have plans for him too. Exactly. So it's just like,
but those same plans they had for Red Hulk, they had plans for T'Challa. Exactly. But so why are we not using those plans?
That was my. It's just so like and the thing is the plans were bigger. That's what I was about to say. The plans were bigger. Yeah. So why would y'all not want those bigger plans to still be put on the plate? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like.
Because
like Harry Potter.
Like, that's like saying if you cook a 5-star dinner and forget your ingredient, are you gonna fuck the dinner? Or are you gonna be like, oh, let me go get the ingredient? Like, go get the main ingredient. That's all you have to do. That's all they had to do was go get the main ingredient.
Look at the franchise, like the Harry Potter franchise. Like, those fans are like rabid, like crazy about things. The guy who played Dumbledore died, and then they replaced it with homeboy who played Magneto. There was no question about it. They weren't like, oh, well, we're going to kill off Dumbledore, even though that didn't happen in the source material. They didn't say fuck the books. Right. And let's just do it this way to honor what a great performance he did. Right. It's literally never been done except with T'Challa.
I was about to say, I'm almost positive this is like a historical.
Like
there's not
especially
one. That's
not
very
a
true.
Franchise as successful as this.
That's very true.
It just begs the question: what's the fucking difference this time? Like, it just comes up every time. Every time. One of them is not like the others. It's like, it's just so.
Not just no, because you saying that, it's like this is like a historical like.
Yeah,
like they did not recast this.
This has never happened.
Unprecedented.
They recast almost every character that I can think of that's unfortunately passed away. Either after, like while they're supposed to continue with another movie, or while they're shooting.
Happens. These are actors.
I was gonna say, it's like
people die.
It's literally. I was gonna say they should have known. Like, it's literally what everyone. everyone does it. Like we know,
Yeah.
unfortunately,
People like T'Challa doesn't.
Let's give
in
it
the
time.
comics.
Let's give it time.
You know?
Like even if it. They had time with COVID. Like it was so perfect. Like they could have had the time with COVID. Like they.
If its and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a merry fucking Christmas. There was a lot of fucking shit that they could have done. Mm-hmm. And you know, I'm looking now at Nate Moore's comments from last week when he was like, I can't look at the best young actor after Chadwick and tell him, you know, you're the new Black Panther. I just couldn't do it. Or I'm you know, he said something in the into that. That's basically what the fuck nigga said. Mm-hmm. That's what he said. And I'm just like, bro. What do you mean you can't then so you can't do your job? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
That you can't be the vice president of production and do your fucking job?
I was gonna say, give me the fuck. I'll and that's not like saying like to disregard sympathy or anything, because like we've all explained here, we know like this is all if anyone loses a friend, you mourn. Like there's obviously time in there that needs to pass for it. That's with anything. Like something tragic bad happens, just time heals all wounds like that, in my opinion. So it's like you take your time and everything, but that's what they made their mistake on. They didn't take their time.
No, they didn't.
They rushed into an irrational decision. Yeah.
Replacing I think I said this. I said, you know, in the last video, replacing representation with trauma. You're replacing representation with tropes. You're replacing fantasy with real life. Nobody.
It's just imagine all the people who aren't in these spaces like us. They're gonna go to that movie and then they're gonna go home and be like,
that's what I'm saying.
All they're gonna think about is like, dang, Chadwick Boseman really did die. Like he should have been in this movie. Or even if they don't think he should, like, was this the right? That's gonna be the debate when people go home. And it's like they're gonna go home. Like people who aren't thinking about Chadwick Boseman's death, the first thing they're gonna see when they sit down in that movie theater is Chadwick Boseman's funeral.
Yep.
Not T'Challa's or anything. They're going to all see that as Chadwick Boseman. They're not going to be like...
That's what they're going to see.
And it's like, it's sad that they can't... It's like, it would be a smidge better if they could relate that to, T'Challa's past. But everyone in that theater is going to see it as a real moment because it really happened. Everyone's going to relate that to Chadwick Boseman's funeral, not T'Challa's. And that's again, what sucks about it.
Like we were saying before we even turned on the mics and turned on the camera, there are people that didn't know until they saw the trailer that T'Challa was not going to be in the film. Yeah. There are still people that probably have... I know people that don't watch trailers. There are people that haven't seen trailers that are going to sit down in the theater that don't know and don't tell me, everybody has to know that. No. Not everybody's in the spaces we are. Yeah. Not everybody's into articles and interviews and late night shows and stalking these fucking celebrities and films like we are.
Little kids aren't watching that stuff, and parents of kids who like they're not that into it, but
they work.
They know their kid. They take their kid to every Marvel movie because their kid loves Marvel movies, and then they gotta have that car ride home with their kid.
Right, and you've got to tell you're just gonna have people sitting down, children sitting down. Now I'm always gonna use that. You got to have the children sitting down. That are going to, and specifically, I know, don't get me wrong, I understand that Black Panther is not just specifically for, or is not exclusive to the black boys, but he was created for that purpose, for black boys to look up to. You're going to have black little boys sitting down in the theater that, again, don't know T'Challa's gone.
Like the last they've seen of
the last I saw was Endgame. He was fine. Black Panther was fine.
He just got back. He's back.
So they're going to sit down not knowing, wait, is T'Challa dead? Wait, no T'Challa in the film? Now, those little kids, those black little boys, don't have any representation to look up to. Because if you look at it, look at Yahya, or look at Matisse. I don't know how you say his full name. Look at him. You could have cast him as a prominent black, already established Marvel character. Yeah. But instead, you wanted to race bend and make Wonder Man black. Why would you do that? Where's Adam Brashear? Where the fuck is Blue Marvel? Like, bro, you could bring in so many different people.
There's so many options.
Like, but that's the problems we're having. That's where I think a lot of people, again, at face value, look at hashtag recast Tchalla, and they're like, oh, well, this is so wrong. This is not what Chadwick wants, and this is some stuff that needs to... It's none of that shit. Yeah. You're looking at it at face value. It's none of that shit. You need to deep dive and do research. I say that all the time. Stop going into conversations fucking daft as fuck. Dumb, bro. When you go into conversations dumb, not doing research, you look like a dumbass.
And it's like, stop going in conversations with your feelings too. Like, it's like this is an actual intellectual decision that should have been made, that they made with their hearts. Like, it should have been a decision they made with their brain. They made it with their hearts,
And
it's
that's
like
not slapping them, saying you can't feel.
Yeah,
Right,
without a doubt. But it's like with decisions like this that are so big and everything. I mean, you obviously can because they did it. It's like you can make those decisions, but it's like those shouldn't be made. Like
No.
Well, how many
Like-
times have we said like it didn't even have to be in this movie? He didn't even have to be in
That's
this movie.
it.
If they needed more time, they could have even done something with this. It could have been in the
Man,
blip. They could have done
Wakanda has
full-
spaceships, bro.
Yeah. He could have been off world.
He could be in
How many other
space.
people are off world in some of these movies?
I mean,
you know?
we heard Nick Fury say it when Spider-Man asked
Yeah.
Thor
just
off world.
Yeah.
watch them take Hulk off world for the second time.
and then show up with his son for no reason.
he'll probably
But,
probably
like,
go back.
All,
is.
all that has happened since Civil War in the introduction of Black Panther is we've seen his father, the former Black Panther, die.
Black
We've
Death.
seen him die.
Black Death.
And then, get resurrected because they find that, the other plant and make him Black Panther again.
Mm-hmm.
Then we see him disappear.
Black
and-
trauma.
then
now
about
we're gonna see all
Wakanda,
this.
we get the new with
and the time
Killmonger
off-
and everything.
time
The
off, we
villain
had
was
George Floyd and all that stuff going on. So this is just we have Marvel made a character that rose above all of this stuff, and then what she wants to do is say, no, let's not give the kids the example
get it.
of this society that was untouched, uncolonized, that was more advanced. He is a scholar. He is so
Incredibly well versed in any type of martial arts or any type of hand-to-hand combat.
Anything. Literally, if you strip the power of the Black Panther away, dude's still a badass.
Yeah, exactly. He's still gonna whoop
He's
your ass.
still gonna whoop anybody's ass. He doesn't have a superpower. He's gonna beat you at chess. He's gonna give you a lecture, a dissertation on something. The dude
build
literally
shit,
all
like-
around. And but she's like, I don't have patience.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I don't want that up on the screen. Like, what
Talk
is
to
it
him.
that she's
Talk to him.
arguing against
Talk
here?
to him, 'cause-
And how many actors would love to play that role?
Shout out Chillmonger, bro, being in the chat. Appreciate you being here, bro. Chillmonger said it's like when Feige said
yeah, I
Marvel
remember seeing
is
that.
the world
Big ups.
outside your window.
Yeah,
Yep.
bro.
Yeah.
We talked about that. Remember
Yeah.
we talked about that?
Yeah, we did.
I hated that part when he said that because why did you throw that in there?
I don't see Iron Man flying outside my window.
Bro, like I don't want the world outside my window
Yeah.
when I go watch a Marvel
That's what I'm
film.
saying.
I'm trying to forget about our bullshit world.
or any
Go
or any
chill out
movie,
in the
unless I'm
theater
going to
for a
see
little
like
bit.
a documentary or something like a true
Yeah.
story like that or something that's like
Everybody go
Again,
if
she's
you're not
confused with
subscribe
12 years a
Chillmonger.
slave.
Subscribe to Chillmonger.
yeah,
If
no,
you're not.
it's like it's crazy to it's just so crazy whenever people say stuff like that, especially whenever it's tragedy. Like, why are you wanting to relive tragedy in something fictional
Man.
at that?
Yeah.
Man.
Like, or we're supposed to, if it's fictional, like like fictional tragedy, okay, like I can understand that's a part of story, like storytelling, but like, why bring in real life? Like, and this isn't just like a tragic moment for few. Like this, Chadwick Boseman passing hurt the world. Like that hurt the whole international. Like that's an international
it
debt
hurt.
that everyone felt, and so it's like, I don't.
But this also wasn't his only
I don't-
role.
Nah,
He had
yeah.
so many other iconic roles.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
specifically iconically black roles. But they're even taking away from his legacy in that regard, making him only T'Challa.
Yeah.
He was way more than T'Challa.
Yes,
He was
yeah.
Chadwick Boseman, and he was in 42. He did
Thurgood
Get
Marshall.
On Up. Yeah,
Jackie,
he was
James
so,
Brown, Jackie Robinson,
so
yeah, bro.
important.
What was his last movie? Did 21
With-
Bridges and everything?
yeah, he's well. The last thing he did
He
was
did
with
do another
Raw
one. He
Mimi,
did,
with Viola Davis. It was in Raw. How do you say her name? Raw Remy's.
I know.
Whatever.
I can't remember.
It was on Netflix.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I mean, Chadwick's great, bro. Like we know that, and that's what, like you just said, the whole spiel you just said about she wants that off the screen. That's
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah, that's because that's exactly what she's saying. And she goes on to say, I know that there are all sorts of reasons why people want him to be recast, but I don't have the patience. I'm going to stop there because that's the fourth fuck up in a very short paragraph.
Yeah.
I know
Like,
that
she
there are
deadass
all
just
sorts
went
of
4 for
reasons for
4.
people to want him to be recast, but I don't have the patience. We don't have the
Yes.
patience.
Yeah.
What do you mean you don't have
Yeah.
the patience? And I get it. To a degree. She's coming from a place of, that's my friend, that's my brother. We've seen it, bro. There's the video of Chadwick when he's talking about when he's on Sway, when he's talking about the kids that he went to visit and how those kids they were trying to hold out to see Black Panther. They were about they were on their deathbeds, but they were trying to hold out before they saw Black Panther. He got choked up. He started crying about it. You see Lupita reach over and touch him. You see deny. So it's not. No one's denying the relationship that's there. The relationship was there, but you sound hella fucking selfish.
Yeah.
When you come in and you're talking about, I don't have the patience, and I know that there are all sorts of reasons, and that if you knew the real reason behind why he should be recast, it's not us over here being fanboys, because I know that's coming. It's nobody being a fanboy. It's nobody being. I'm not trying to gatekeep. Nobody's doing any of that. What this is saying put literal Black history back on the screen.
And that was understood by him.
Or
he understood
that, of course.
Like, just let Black excellence be excellent.
That's
bro.
it. Let fucking Black excellence be excellent.
Stop taking it away. Like,
don't make it always one at a time, and don't always kill them off. It's not that hard an ask.
It's not. It's not.
How many times have we seen? Well, I guess we did see Superman die like once but that didn't even last.
No,
like,
even this comic.
All these iconic ones. How many times have we seen them die? You know, like what? Like anytime.
Like
that
we
do
watched
a
Tony die. He's coming back.
Yeah.
We watched Black Widow. If you don't think Scarlett Johansson's coming back, hell, she's one of the producers on Thunderbolts. I think that's playing a significant role because it's going to connect to her Black Widow film.
And even bringing up Tony, how many movies was he in? You know,
like all of them up. You don't see all of them up till Infinity War.
You don't see like Christian Bale do 3 Batman movies and then he's killed off. No, he's in the Parisian Cafe after. They don't like every time it's a new person playing. It's because it's a reboot. It's not because they're just killing the character off.
Exactly. And it's just crazy to me. It's crazy. Like I said, for her to say that there's all sorts of reasons as to why people want him recast.
I was gonna say like. Fuck the fanboy, like that's just ignorant to think that your patience means more than like anyone else's, or like that your relationship with them, no matter how close it was anything more than anyone else's. Like he had relationships, like he had. I was gonna say he had relationships with everyone on set. Like he was the type of person where he wanted to go to work and establish relationships with everyone he was working with. We can tell that from all the interviews we've got with them coming out and expressing how bad they feel about his passing and everything. But it's like Kellen just said, the fans literally made it $1 billion movie. It's much bigger than her. Like the producing team, the writers.
Much bigger than
I
her.
hate
Hell,
to be
it's much
shitty.
bigger than us.
I was gonna say exactly. Yeah,
she's saying patience. She's not that big of a character.
No,
she's not that important. She's not that.
Especially with the way they made her.
If she died in real life, that wouldn't matter. She's not that. The MCU doesn't fall apart. She's not some like integral piece
that has to keep the train running.
He is. I'm sorry. I hate to be shitty, but I don't have patience for you because you don't matter that much.
You're not.
Sorry. I'm just saying it. Well, I'm just saying. You know, I'm like.
He's not lying.
I'm like, you love Robert Downey Jr. Nobody fucking asked. You don't have patience. I don't have patience to even read your short quote. You know.
I was not expecting.
What's your character's name again?
He said if you died, it wouldn't matter. If you died in real life, what I was like,
yeah.
I'm just saying though, like Black Panther's a big fucking deal.
We done got Kellen on a rant. We done got Kellen on a rant.
It is. I mean, the character is super important, bro, and she just obviously doesn't understand that. None of these actors and actresses do. Like Letitia's what she said was whack.
Yeah.
What Winston said was
my fault to cut you off, but thank you to Chillmonger and Raymond, because when Storm was there, Nakia meant nothing. Like as soon as Storm got interest for her into the fans, writers for dropped.
Yeah, very true.
If we don't get T'Challa back at some point when we have the X-Men in there and they have him with Storm, are you telling me that we're gonna have the X-Men and we're not gonna have T'Challa and Storm be a thing?
Man, it's tough because it's like
I gotta see if Coogler touched Secret Wars.
No, keep him away.
But that's the thing. He's rumored to. So I know. I hope he doesn't. But it's like. To talk anything T'Challa future with Storm and everything, I just feel like I gotta wait to see. Because I know eventually after everything, even after Secret Wars, we should be over time given a recast of T'Challa in some shape, way, or form. But it's like, I don't know about.
But why do we have to wait, bro?
Right.
That's the thing. Like, why do we
couldn't
have
give
to
you
wait that long?
Couldn't give you an answer. I just know that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna have to wait much longer than we've already waited longer than we should.
Like, because on anything upcoming for like in Phase 5, did you see a Black Panther 3 anywhere?
No.
Phase 6, no Black Panther.
Yeah, Cornelius said, "What the hell y'all doing live unannounced?" Apologies.
Yeah, man.
Surprise, surprise, motherfucker. That's man.
He didn't know it was Shit Wednesday, bro.
Yeah, it's Shit Wednesday or Shit
Wednesday.
Thursday.
Thursday.
Thursday. That's
It's
what
been
this
a week.
is called.
The shit week.
Yeah, there's no Black Panther 3 announcement. They haven't given anything announced for that. So you know, that's what I'm saying. How far are we pushing the character off? Like when do we get him? If what Kevin Feige, because I said this when Kevin Feige said it, when he said it felt like it was just too soon. The whole quote.
Yeah.
Was that sincere, or was that?
Let's try and give Recast a little something that like they some positive,
can we hush them
just
down
something to
for a
get
little
them
bit?
off my back for
about hope.
Right.
You talked about hope.
Like, can we give them some hope?
He was
Yes.
trying to give us a little hope.
Yes, exactly. That's what everything boils. I'm telling you, everything boils down to that shit. But it's like my thing is they have. I feel like in my personal mind, they have so many other things they'd rather get to in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like, at least after this movie, they'll be like, okay, well, we've touched on Wakanda. Like, we still have to go get the Fantastic Four. We're worried about getting mutants. Like, we're worried about what the fuck we're doing with Hulk. Like, we just got a new Cap. Kang's getting here. If they put Doom at the end of Wakanda Forever, we got Doom now. So I just feel like
they're choosing to make it hard on themselves to involve T'Challa.
They're not
recast and then
but they're not choosing to make it. But what I feel like they're doing is they're about to start doing so much shit to where like they hope that Marvel starts heating up to where like we forget about after. I think they're hoping Recast T'Challa dies whenever Wakanda Forever comes out.
That's what they want. They what they're expecting is that it's going. I don't think they understand.
Like we'll have our debates
how
for a
really
month.
big it is.
Yeah.
I don't think they understand how big the movement is. How many people actually, not just because there's only a certain number of signatures on the petition doesn't stand the number of supporters that are actually behind it, because not everybody signs everything, not everybody wants to do that. So there are still a great number of supporters behind it. I don't think they realize really how big this is, and I don't think they even realize how big it's going to grow after this film.
Oh yeah, it's only going to be people more. We're going to be more.
They're going to be people who are on the side of not recasting them, and then they don't like the movie, and they're going to be like, man, maybe they should have, because
I'm
this
telling
movie,
you, all the anti-recasters out there that come into the comments, they're like, you don't know this, Chadwick wouldn't want that, it's just a character, you still get Black Panther, there's other black heroes, all the bullshit goobly glop that they do in the fucking comments. Those are going to be the same crowd of people that, if they don't like the way the direction or the way the film goes or whatever, those are going to be the same crowd of people that like you just said, maybe they should recast. Yep. Maybe he does need to be brought back. Maybe the recast crowd wasn't ignorant. Maybe they didn't know what they were talking about. Yeah, that's what it is, bro. We do know what we're talking about. He should be brought back. There's no way the character should ever been off. Like I said, there was a plethora of things that you could say. That's not putting him 6 feet in the ground.
Yep. Right.
So many things you can say.
And they also could have thought about it for more than a few minutes.
Yeah. For more, man.
They could have given it.
Like it's such a drastic decision that weighs heavily on like your cinematic like future, like everything.
Franchise's future.
That's what I was about to say. Everything they had built up to that, including the $1 billion movie in Black Panther. It's like whenever Chadwick passed, that decision, they knew. I don't know if they knew in the moment they made the decision, but that it weighed on their cinematic universe so much. Like because it's like. If T'Challa, if he was still here, if he never passed, it's like imagine the cameos they could have plugged him in for.
Oh man!
Or like not even just in his own movie, like he could have been in cameos and everything. Like we just be seeing him so much more because
that's what they could have done.
Should be felt
to ease it, to ease a new act. Because I don't know why we live in this fake fucking world where people think that people don't understand reality and fiction. Like I don't like honestly, if I'm sitting next to somebody in a theater and they are, let's say they did recast T'Challa and we're sitting in the theater, somebody goes, well, that's not Chadwick. Like, elbow to the fucking side of your head, because obviously, if they recast, that's obvious, bro. So, like, I don't understand why people think we live in this world where people can't understand a recast. Right. People can't understand. Like, bro, I'm currently on the journey of Game of Thrones right now. Okay, I just started season 4. This, I don't remember the dude's name because there's so many damn names. But anyway, they recasted his character, and I saw the new character he was playing in literally the next episode. Yeah. And I was like, oh, don't know what happened, but hey, that's the guy now. Yeah, like, that's just it. That's just it. So it's like, I don't, so I think what they could do was what they should do is, you're going to recast him to get people, I guess, at ease with it. Slowly put him in cameos in films.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. And then build up to Black Panther 3.
Like Trey says all the time. Plug him in and see how he does with fans and everything. Right. It's like, that's so it. Simple. Like, bro, like, how do you know? No one was ever going to be Chadwick, but how do you know that the next brother under the role is not going to be like, people put his heart into it as much as
right?
It's like, no, we know no one could be Chadwick, but who's to say they couldn't put their heart into it as much as he did? It's like, you can't judge how much someone's gonna try at their job. It's like,
that's what I'm saying. Right after Dark Knight, like, would you have said to yourself, "Oh, Joaquin Phoenix in like 10 years is gonna gonna do a really good job.
Gonna give him a $1 billion movie."
When I was one of the people
$1 billion movie that doesn't have Batman.
Yeah,
right. That doesn't have
Batman.
It's a standalone movie.
That might be the only example, and it's only because.
But it is
the character that the Joker is.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
couldn't just do that with anybody, but it, you wouldn't have thought
it correlates to this situation because it's Black
Joaquin Phoenix, though. Yeah. Who would? That's the thing. Who would have thought Joaquin Phoenix is? Because, bruh, everybody knows. You guys know that Joker's my favorite villain.
I mean, he's my favorite villain. To me, objectively, the best villain.
No, I was about to say that he in like both universe, he's top 3. Like come DC, Marvel, all.
So I was so like, once Heath did it, I was like, bruh, nah, that's... Like, obviously the character can keep going, but no one will ever top Heath.
Yeah.
Joaquin,
I mean,
it's debatable.
Good fucking job, bruh.
Yep.
Yeah, I still say Heath's here, but Joaquin is still... you can still say, bruh, he's right there with. Yeah,
and it's the thing you can say is that he went out and tried as much. Like, he put the same amount of effort.
But the thing is, we can have the conversation. We can talk about. We can say, well, he did this, but he did this as a child. Well, he did this. We can't have that conversation.
When it's done well, the conversation is about the new cast. We didn't leave the theater saying, oh, that wasn't Heath Ledger. Right. People were talking about how great he did.
Yep. Even after leaving the Batman.
Yeah.
Well, with Barry Keoghan.
Yep. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we didn't see him, but I take that back. Sorry, we saw the whole deleted scene.
Yeah.
The deleted scene. People loved that deleted
scene.
Honestly,
that was good. And
I loved it.
And when you have a good enough actor who can take a good swing at that role, they obviously can't just like redo what Heath Ledger did. So like Joaquin Phoenix did something new, Homeboy from the Batman did something new, and it's still good. And that's the focus. We're not just overshadowed and distracted by.
But it's like
how great.
How many iterations of the Joker are there in the comics? Exactly. How many different Jokers have we seen in comics? So it's like, why not? Or like, that's with every character. Every character has touched a plethora of writers. Every character is supposed to be written a different way. It's comics. Yeah. Like, there's different universes, there's different variants, there's different everything. So it's like, why will we not be as a creator on the big screen? It's like, why would you not be like, okay, source material is there's a million other stories to tell. Why are we gonna put them all under? Why are we all gonna bury them all with that character?
Themselves in comics inherently aren't limited.
Like, no matter what character no matter what story you try to tell of T'Challa without, you can't do him because he's not there. It's like, you can try to pull the story and replace T'Challa, but it's like, it's not the same. It's not gonna be. And everyone's.
But we're not doing that for. We didn't do that for Thor. We didn't take Chris Hemsworth out of his film to elevate Natalie Portman's Jane Foster.
Right.
We didn't take, it wasn't a different actor for Doctor Strange, but we just had 4 different Doctor Stranges in Multiverse of Madness.
We didn't need to take Tom Holland away to bring back Andrew Garfield.
Right.
And, like, we didn't.
Right. Like, we elevated and celebrated each iteration of that. Like we loved it. That's something we wanted to see.
Yeah.
So why you now don't want to see, why we have to subtract T'Challa just to add Shuri and whoever the fuck else is going to get Oprah'd into the Black Panther suit?
Yeah.
I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense. And then like what she goes on to say, I don't have the presence of mind, or I don't have the objectivity to argue with that. I don't. I'm very biased. Well, then what the fuck are we? Yeah. Are we not biased?
Right. Yeah.
We're biased too. Because we know the source material. We know the character. We know what's being taken off the screen.
Yeah.
And you're talking about you what she say, I don't have the presence of mind to argue? Like, bro.
Fuck.
Like, nobody's arguing with, like,
I'll say
this,
it again,
like,
we didn't
I was about to
ask.
say, like, dude, we're, like, if she were to make that direct comment to me, I wouldn't argue with. Like, I don't have the time. Like, like you really said, honestly, now that I think about it, she's not important enough for me to sit here and really argue with either. So it's
time
like
for your opinion either,
it's like,
frankly. You
like,
know?
bro, no, like the whole thing, like the whole I'm very biased. Like her whole quote to me just came off so wrong.
Yeah.
Like it just came off the wrong way.
it came ignorant.
Yeah, it did. Like she just like coming in strong like that. Again, it's kind of like the Perez Hilton thing. When Perez Hilton came in too damn strong, not knowing what the fuck he was talking about, and it's like, bro, are any of y'all like before Marvel contacted you for a role? Did you even know? Like, were you aware of the comics? Like, obviously people know that there are comics, but like, did it ever cross your mind to read one? Did it ever cross your mind to research the stuff that you're playing in? Like, because if she did the research, if she did the work, she would know that this entire week, bro, there's 5 points in a very short paragraph where she fucked up. Yeah. She would know that this entire thing was a gigantic L. Yeah. This is a gigantic L for her. You know, like, you're coming in, again, strong, not knowing what you're talking about, not knowing the source material, not knowing the character. You're coming in knowing Chadwick. Yeah. Yep. That's what this is. This is not this whole quote's not about T'Challa. It's not about the Black Panther. It's about Chadwick. Yeah. That's what it is.
No, it is ignorant because, like, she doesn't even get that what she is saying is take black excellence off the screen.
That's literally what she's saying.
Don't have that example up on there. I don't have the patience to even talk about it.
Like how
she doesn't even get that that's what she's saying.
Like, and I'm not even trying to be misogynistic when I say this, but you know, look at the Target poster or that was posted on Twitter. There was that picture posted on Twitter, and it was all the females in Wakanda Forever promoting, I guess, for toys, a poster promoting toys, I guess. I don't know. Where's M'Baku? Like, is he not like one of the only men outside of Namor in the film? Like, where's M'Baku?
That's what I've been saying.
Yeah.
Like, why are we taking the male aspect of the representation off the screen? Like, and again, Coogler wrote this.
Yeah. And that's why I kind of want to get... Pookie Wood said, you got to trust Coogler, guys. And then J.O. Wolf said, trust the guy who made the decision not to recast. Nah, and Cornelius said, no, we don't. His history of plot devices prove he cannot be trusted. And it's like, it continues to show as everything boils out about Wakanda Forever, seeing that we get, like, less male representation. Like, we may get more of Wakanda, but more Wakanda of... what it's about to go through, that's not the representation that we should be like that we want to look up
men
to.
And women in hand.
That's what it is, bro. Yeah. And we're negating the source material. The source material be damned is what they're saying.
It's never a misogynistic thing with me, but let's like you got the Dora Milaje in this. You got like, and it's like I feel like the funny thing is, main man character you have left, I feel like should be the one you promote to the boys. It's like. That's the one you have left.
That's
the little boys to like.
They're supposed to now look at. Well,
they're all gonna put feathers on their ankles because that's their only option.
And you know, the thing too is though we're acting as if this has never been done before. Right. Like we've never seen black men, and we just saw it in 2018 with the first Black Panther film. We saw it. Yeah. We saw. In Wakanda, the men and the women same level, elevating one another, supporting one another, man. Okay. So I don't. Again, I don't get it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
And that's another
It's
point,
decided
like
no
J.O.
more of
Wolf
that.
just made. Since they couldn't get Wakabi back, they decided to write Okoye being with a woman in the movie. Like, it's just like
Right. It's like
his
so
plot,
weird.
his
That is
plot
so true.
devices are
That's
just
so
so
true.
weird that he uses, and it's like not that there's any problem with that. It's like for anyone's gonna say that, what's the issue? It's no
there's
issue
no
with that.
issue
But it's
with
like,
that.
why?
Yeah, but
why did
again,
you do it?
Why?
Why
Yeah, what
did
was
you
the
do
why?
it?
Yeah.
Why? For what?
We couldn't get the character back that she was dating, or we don't even know how their relationship. Like that would have been cool to see how the relationship boils out after the difference in opinions
the,
with
like,
the king and
betrayal,
everything and
basically.
support. Yeah, but it's like no, they just went ahead and was like, no, we're just gonna rewrite her character completely different than what she was in the first movie. And it's like she is fictional,
even know they were doing
so
that.
she could be.
It's Io and Anika. Cornelius is right. It's
Yeah.
It's
I
Io
was
and
just
Anika.
reading. Yeah, it is.
It's Io and Anika. But still, and two, I'm looking at taking out or not taking out so much. How can I say that without the comments?
Bro, gotta think.
Without the comments.
skip me.
Skip me.
Bro, need time to think on that one.
Yeah,
like,
this is just an L. This is just an L. This is a big L. I mean, in
5
every
Ls,
single
actually.
time.
Yeah, I was gonna say no.
Yeah, 5
She's
5
she's shooting 100%.
And it seems like every single time
Somebody involved with Wakanda Forever opens their fucking mouth and talks about Recast.
it just gets worse.
Yeah.
You just give us fuel. You're just flaming the fire every single time.
Because I did not, bro, I'm telling you, guys, for those of you that don't know, I wake up every fucking morning at 5 to go work. I go to work, okay? And I don't get off till 5. So, when I'm at work, when I get off work,
I'm typically tired. That's typically sometimes like the other 2 days. There's no excuses. I was tired. That's why we didn't stream yesterday or the day before or the day before. This gave me the energy I needed to come sit down in this chair and say, fuck that.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Well, it's also like motivation because like we know that they see us. Like even if it's not our videos direct, like we know that this movement is being seen by the people that we want to see it. And so it's like we're hoping that one day that it'll finally get to their head that like we are right. Like,
or that they'll understand even our position because they continue to say things that we have to say that's not what we're saying.
Like,
right.
We've been clear about this. We mean this, not this.
If you watch the featurette, I said it in the video, the live stream last week or this past Sunday. If you watch the featurette, the first 11 seconds of the featurette, you don't have to watch deep.
the first 11 seconds, Angela Bassett says,
These are images Chadwick Boseman understood.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody keeps saying that. These are images he understood. He understands. So I know that you had conversations with him. I know that in these conversations, they probably echoed the same conversations we've played it that he said in interviews. So if they did, and you know that he understood these images, why is it hard for you to understand what he understood to translate that onto the film?
Right.
Or to the screen? It's not difficult. It's not difficult, bro. Like, man, there's...
It's really
man,
not.
come on. It's like I said, it gets to the point where it gets exhausting.
Yeah.
Because you've explained...
You mean you don't have patience?
Yeah. That's it. I don't have the patience. And it's just like... Damson Idris, John David Washington, Yolande Noel. I could go on. There's so many different guys that would love to cut their teeth on this role.
why not give another brother in the industry the chance to be that
face? That face for our community. We now have a faceless king.
Yeah.
We don't have a king. We don't have a face to look up to. Kids don't. These black little boys don't have a face to be like, man, I see me.
They could even start stardom. Like nobody knew
That's
who Tom
why
Holland was before Spider-Man.
they could go find someone.
Nobody
who,
knew who
Tom
Hiddleston.
Go
Nobody was
find
looking
a
for Tom Hiddleston like that.
black actor who knows a lot about, is super nerdy and calm and knows a lot about and wants to do this role. And like, hey, you want a break? You want a big break in your life? Like, let's do it. But it's like, no, they couldn't.
Chillmonger shared a video. I talked about this too. Chillmonger shared a video on his Twitter. Actually, we're gonna go to it. I'll go to it right now. Hold on one second. Chillmonger shared a video on his Twitter, and on his Twitter, the video that he shared, it was talking about. I had Josh on the screen. It was talking about when Chadwick first got the phone call from Marvel, asking him about did he want the role. And it takes you back to, and Killmonger said, this is what he shared. It takes you back to what Nate Moore said a few days ago. Let me find that here.
We appreciate all 30 of you guys in the chat with us today.
Nate Moore, Nate Moore said what he said, and then, Chadwick. This is what Chadwick said on the, what was this, the Ryan and Kelly, or whoever the hell and Kelly. Hold on, let's see.
Said, if it's the character I think you're talking about, yes. And
Connect them.
Sorry, guys. We had the mics muted. 1 second. We're at a technical issue. We're getting that up right now.
I don't know. I was asking.
Yeah, we're still muted. Sorry.
We are.
Everyone's straight was like, T.O. is a whole. You remember that shit?
Okay, we'll play this.
I'm dead.
I'm curious though. How did you win this role? What went into that process?
win. I don't know if the word is win. It was some weird sign sort of that it was gonna happen. I mean, maybe like a year before. I had been. Yeah.
I'm curious though. How did you win this role? What went into that process?
Win. I don't know if the word is win. It was some weird sign sort of that it was gonna happen. I mean, maybe like a year before it occurred. I had been thinking about the character because that's what actors do. You think about characters you might want to play. And I got in a conversation with, the security on set for this movie called Gods of Egypt in Australia. And we didn't even really talk about Black Panther at all. But he had them put the first issue of Black Panther, his original issue from when he was a kid, in my trailer and wrote a note and said, you're gonna get this role.
Oh my God!
And there was no signs that Marvel was even gonna do a Black Panther movie or even bring the character into the universe. And I was like, okay, sort of put it out of my head, and then it just sort of became this thing that built in my head that maybe this could happen. Started researching the character more, and I was on the set. I was on the red carpet actually in Zurich. For Get On Up.
Yeah.
And my agent called me. And the weird thing about the call is that I didn't even have an international plan on my phone until that day. That day I woke up and something said, I guess God said, you need international on your phone. You never know who might call you. And I put it on my phone that day.
Because if not, you'd be like, could you hurry up because this will cost me $5 a minute.
Yeah. And so my agent called me when I was on the red carpet and said, Marvel wants to talk to you. And I was like, really? And he was like, yeah. I said, I'm on the red carpet. He was like, well, you get off the red carpet. Because they want to talk to you.
Marvel wants to talk to you. Wouldn't you be like, Marvel who?
Like Marvel. And so I did the red carpet. I got off and got in the car and drove around because it was a secret conversation. And they basically were like, hey, we heard there's this character that you're interested in.
Wow.
And heard from who? And they were like, if it's the character we think you're interested in, would you be interested in playing it? And I said, if it's the character I think you're talking about, yes. And I didn't know whether they were talking about Pop Out of Sailor Man, but I was like, yeah, anything you do, I'm good with.
Maybe the security guy told him.
Yeah, but maybe he did.
You know what? I'm liking the security guy more and more.
I think
I've never seen that.
Yeah. So
Shout out to Chillmonger because he shared that on Twitter, and in reply to what Nate
Nate Moore had to say, and that's why I'm so like Chillmonger said. That's how you ask the next young person the same way you asked him.
Yeah.
Yep.
That because that wasn't where you look. Does it have to be some type of sit down suit and tie professional? Because you just asked him, hey, we heard that there's this character you want to play. Da, da, da. If that's how you asked him. It's that easy.
Fuck you mean it's hard? You can't do it.
It's that easy.
Yeah.
That's what I don't have the patience for.
Right. Yeah. No
It's
kidding.
that easy. It can be done. But they're just, hey, Marvel is right now still making the decision to not recast T'Challa, and
They're just looking to be consistently shitty come every Thursday.
yeah.
Like, no more episodes of She-Hulk, but we're going to give you some shit news to talk about.
And I agree with
Some shit takes.
Raymond 2000 right there. That video makes me sad and mad all over again.
Right?
Yeah.
I know. I was thinking the same. It made me a little emotional.
Yeah,
Anytime I see
Seeing-
videos or anything with him, they always get me.
I didn't cry the very first time I saw that interview he did with Sway, where Lupita and denied. I reached over and touched him because he was
choked up. After he passed, and I saw that again, it hurt. That hurt.
Yeah.
It hurt.
And it's gonna hurt having to bury him again
Yeah.
in a very morbid way
Yeah.
Yeah.
in November. Because Marvel can't find it within themselves to do their jobs and tell another young actor, you're Black Panther.
You want to play this role? We heard there's a role.
But they found it. They found it somewhere deep in their pockets or hearts or what the fuck ever to be able to tell Harrison Ford,
Yeah.
you're our new. Not only that, but back the fucking money truck up because that shit wasn't like a $5,000 little.
Hell no.
Back
And
the
even
money
to
truck
put even to
up.
put
Indiana
red
Jones,
to
Han
put
Solo?
to put the Red Hulk I want to see on screen. That shit cost money.
Oh yeah.
That
CGI?
shit cost fucking money.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That's gonna cost money for sure.
Costs way more.
Even to
than
put an
She-Hulk.
ugly Red Hulk on the screen, it cost money.
Yeah. So that's for today. That's what we. I mean, there's more. There's more because we're gonna dive in on Sunday. We're gonna dive into
the what Ryan Coogler was saying about him having the script written and the story written and everything for before Chad passed, and we're gonna dive deeper into that on Sunday. We're gonna dive deeper into I'm sure something else is gonna come out about it. Like I said, the 25th is not gonna be Sunday. The 25th is when the premiere is. They've moved the premiere up.
So
The premiere is gonna be on in LA.
and it's going to be
It's no embargo, so anybody can come out of it and say whatever the hell they want to say about it.
What are some of the comments there? And again, like Hugh said, we appreciate everything, especially seeing another fellow content creator recaster in here, Chillmonger, bro. As you know, we've talked. I am a fan, and I love you being here. And that's it's something that again, all of us, we may not all. Some of us recasters may not, content creator recasters may not all always see eye to eye on what we're saying when it comes to recast. I'm not saying I don't with Chillmonger. I typically agree with everything that he's got saying over there. But if we all come together, all of us recasters, content creators, we all get together and we do a stream where we are talking a mass stream, all of us together, not just 4 of us, but all of us bound together, because we are stronger together than we are divided.
Yeah.
If we get together as not just black, not just the guys of us, but there are females out there that make recast videos too. If we join hands as black men, black women, come together, I'm not saying that's gonna bring Marvel to their knees.
Black men.
I'm an ally.
I'm not going to say that's going to bring Marvel to their knees or anything, but I am saying that's a powerful statement. That's a powerful, bold move for us to do if we were to all get together and do a stream and bro, that's just powerful.
It's better
That's
together.
So I appreciate you being here, Chillmonger. I really do.
Quieter ones.
Yeah, to go through some of the comments, I don't even know where to start, if I'm being honest. There's, like E-Man said, or Andre Ware says, like E-Man says, black representation matters because we don't have enough representation. It's hard to see recast take place. That has to change, and Marvel could lead the change. Recast T'Challa. And then Raymond said they're just talking about Okoye and stuff. What are some more? Pookie Wood said, I was holding small hope that DC would get Black Adam right and then lead with a Black Hawkman to show up Marvel eventually, but they can't get out of their own way, and now The Rock is there to help.
To call the shots.
I don't know how to... Kwasi-Mitsu said, glad I found this channel. We appreciate you being here. Glad you found it as well. Hope you're back every time we're live. All your audios are out. I did hear an interesting perspective on War Machine. Yeah, I don't know if you'd even want to talk about it. I've heard, because General Ross isn't going to be leader of Secretary anymore, and so some people are assuming that's what Rhodey is now, and that's why he had hella security and he's walking in with the suit and the trailer. It's like they're assuming
Secretary of State
he's Secretary of State now. And so that is a little theory going around.
That'd be dope.
Cornelius said, I'm excited to get... That would be dope. We'd get a little bit of some lead, something to look up to. I'm excited to get my... It's our cousin, by the way, if y'all ain't know that. Yeah.
Yes, Q and I are related to Don Cheadle.
Include me in that.
And me and Kellen brothers, so... Cornelius said, I'm excited to get my reissue of the War Machine Mark 1 by Hot Toys coming soon. I haven't even seen that yet. Have you seen that?
Yeah, there's a lot of Hot Toys.
I think we were
Hot
looking
Toys
at
are just
in
a
here
lot of hot money.
No.
I want.
You know how much money they make on anyone who wants to go build one of, like, how you got to buy like 5 or 6 to build like one of them. They make like 180 a set off though. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Kwasi-Mitsu said again that he consistently had fly. Yeah, that's one thing I will say. Like Chadwick's jackets always, like whether he was dressing up or a casual jacket, like his jackets were always clean as fuck. Raymond said this video makes me sad and mad all over it. It sucks to see such excellent, like, taken away too early, like such like potential at life and everything. It really does suck to see.
We lost a beautiful soul.
Pookie Wood said, was it y'all that were talking about how Chadwick had to fight for more African accents as opposed to colonial English accents?
Shout out Theo B and D-Real. Shout out Theo B and D-Real. I'm sure everybody knows who Theo B and D-Real are. Go over to Theo. They were talking about that too, but we have brought that up before. But I have seen them bring that up too. A lot of us recasters have brought that up. Chadwick did fight for that. Before Chadwick came in, they were gonna have the people of Wakanda
Ryan Coogler was gonna have.
Yes, Ryan Coogler was going to have them speaking in European accents. And T'Challa, Chadwick came in and said, "Nah, bro, that ain't it. That ain't the move at all."
No.
So again, we're trusting Ryan Coogler.
J.O. Wolf said, what if Chadwick had said no? They would have had to ask someone else to be Black Panther. I mean, they would have had to make that phone call again. Like
that is true. They would have had to make that phone call again. Good point.
That's accurate.
Raymond, every time I watch Black Panther, I skip over when he died, including in Infinity War. Damn. Why did I just refresh? Whoever just made a new comment, you messed me up. So thank you. What about J.O. Wolf said recast Nakia.
Disposable.
The Brutus said they don't want to pay for a new MCU lead. T'Challa was supposed to be the new leader of the Avengers along with Captain Marvel.
2018.
We talked about that as well. Yep, had a whole video about that.
They had him ready to lead the Avengers.
Mass stream sounds like a great idea. It's like, yeah, we can. I feel like we should definitely try and get that planned
that
either
is
like
definitely something
right
I'm working
before
on.
the movie comes out or after it. Right?
After.
Either whether it's both or we have like a smaller one
There'll be
before
new
and then.
things to talk about.
Yeah.
Instead of talking about
Yeah, no,
things.
like I said,
But it's like if we
viewers would
imagine
love
that might be
That would be
lot
huge.
a lot to talk about. Like,
That'd be huge, and I think it's something that I am working on.
no. Chillmonger said, I think the main difference of opinion is whether we pay for a movie ticket.
Yes, that
which
is
yep.
definitely the biggest difference
Yeah.
in opinions when it comes to recasters. And again, like I said, I respect every single person's opinion.
Dude, hey, what you do with your money that you work for?
And you know, I do
Got nothing
struggle
to do
with
with
it.
me.
I do struggle with it. I have gone back and forth with, do I want to? But my curiosity, bro, just will not allow me. Because I can't. I want to be able to get on here and say, yeah, I saw it, and this is what I saw. This is what I feel. This is what I think. Do with that what you will. You know? But at the end of the day, I can tell you right now, I'm not excited. Yeah. I'm not coming out of this film like, oh my God, I'm coming out of this film but T'Challa. Because I know he's still not in it.
Yeah.
So it's still going to be the but T'Challa.
Yeah, even if we're like, oh, that was good, that was beautiful, that was, this scene was cool, but T'Challa at the end of the day.
But that is definitely the biggest difference.
Yeah.
The Brutus said, them seeing themselves make less than $1 billion will change their tune or harden their blackmail nerds bomb the movie stance.
Yeah.
I can definitely see that happen. Fat and Noab said, God forbid if Robert Pattinson passed away, you mean to tell me instead of recasting Bruce Wayne, you passed the mantle of Batman to Robin, Dick Grayson, because it happened in the comics?
That's the thing. No one's going to watch that.
Exactly.
And the reason, here's the reason. Actually, let me put it this way. Let's take out the passing of Bruce Wayne. Let's say you do Bruce Wayne and then... Well, actually, let me not even say that. If you could do that same thing, people would go see it if you did that same thing, but no passing of Bruce Wayne. If Bruce Wayne is still there, people go see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he's still there, people go see it.
Yeah.
But if like you said, like Fat Nope said, if they just
Take away and pass it down to Dick Grayson.
no one's
Yeah,
gonna.
I don't think Batman Beyond would have been as successful if Bruce
if Bruce wasn't,
in
it's
the Batcave
bro.
running the whole thing.
First
you know?
episode starts with Bruce.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
starts with Bruce
Yeah.
trying to still be the
Yeah.
Cape Crusader,
Yeah,
but he's
but
not
he's
anymore. He's
just
just
too old.
older.
Yeah.
And they kept him in. Why?
Yeah.
Because he's the franchise's main character.
Yep, yep.
God.
Yep.
That's a good point. Forgot about that whole. He was in
Yeah.
the very first episode.
Yeah, he was there throughout the whole thing. He was always still a part of it. He
Yeah,
even had
bruh.
flashbacks of him being
Yes.
Batman.
Even the
But
whole
his
movie,
presence was
the
there.
whole
It was-
Joker movie, he was there.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
It's the best. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Yep.
DL David or Del Davis said, I feel Marvel didn't recast T'Challa because they felt we black folks wouldn't be revolt.
Yes, like, because it's one of those things where Marvel is looking at it like, in my opinion, Marvel is looking at it like we were saying earlier. Let enough time go by, they'll stop. They'll quiet down.
Nobody's gonna say once they all,
But I just don't think that they understand how it's just going to get stronger. So,
Right.
but I agree.
Andre Ware said they recast Thunderbolt with an old actor who might not even live long enough to complete the role. Recast T'Challa.
yeah.
Cornel-
Harrison Ford's older than
That's what
fucking
yeah.
William Hurt.
Yeah.
Crazy. Cornelius said their good investment sideshow has payment plans. I might be lost on something. Raymond 2, if they ever released the script they were going to use for Black Panther 2 had Chadwick not died, that might make me even madder. Namor's first appearance with no T'Challa is like BVS with no Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Batman vs. Superman, no Batman is pointless. Almost same as
Anything
this-
without its main characters is
yep.
pointless.
Brutus said, tinfoil hat, subtextual little black boys will only have characters that fit within the status Quo. Western Soldiers, Rhodey, Sam Wilson, Spies, Nick Fury, Black Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Criminals, Blade is a criminal, Vigilante. Yeah, no, that's what we talk about all the time. It's the excellence in the aspect of it, of like the leadership and the role model and stuff to look up to. It's like we get the roles of the black kids and like the families in the hood, or like the athlete stories, or the drug telling stories. Or we get the real stuff. We get all the real stuff that we see in real life. Fantasy. Yeah,
we don't. Our lives are too.
We don't get the fictional superheroes that save the day in the end and everything.
Cinderella story. Right. We don't get that.
Hancock's a drunk.
Yeah, we don't get that. We have to be, like you said, all the things you named. We have to be all of those things in order for us to fit within the agenda of whatever story you're trying to tell on screen. Every time.
Yeah.
No conquered black male kings, only woman kings. Diversity by way of subtraction is weird to me. Why not both?
Diversity by way of
Hopefully, if we all just keep repeating the same thing, it'll get to someone at the studio. Because it's like a lot of the we all share a lot of the same opinions. It's like we really do. Like we all have different opinions and little aspects of everything, but it's like we all understand the big picture.
Marvel knows. Like Kevin. That's why Kevin Feige came out and said what he said.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, I forgot you had the Black Panther. Cornelius is fucking with me in the comments, bro. He was like, Darius put the Black Panther Playboy magazine down. I forgot Kellen brought that shit.
That's Kellen. Yeah, Kellen brought that out.
Yeah, that's how y'all know Kellen with us. Yeah.
Yeah,
Kellen on our side.
I bought that in 5th grade. I've been in Ally, okay? I've been about this.
He said I've been
about recasting him before he was cast. You heard?
Kellen was on the cast to Tchalla. Like he was ready to get him casted. Yeah, that is funny.
I was like, fuck Black Adam in 2007. I was saying T'Challa's name, son.
That is
don't get
Pookie
it
was said not going until my wife buys the ticket and forces me. I mean, everyone's going in different ways. Like we're literally going because we have the channel and got everything. Like some people aren't going, some people are waiting. Some people are gonna bootleg it first night it comes out, watch it for free, and that's the way to not get like. There's a million ways. Like I'm sure we'll all see it at some point further down the line. Maybe even next year we'll revisit this and be like, now that everyone's seen it. But
a year from now, conversation.
J.O. Wolf said, only buying a ticket in the event they might do it justice and kept a lid on the recast. Maybe they're a good Ghost trailer if it's set during the blip. It was worth it to buy. I heard we're getting Quantumania trailer for Black Panther, though.
Yeah.
That is the rumor.
I've seen that rumor, too. I would like to be that hopeful, J.O. Wolf. I really would. I really would. But as of right now... I would even like to still be hopeful that this is in the blip, but as of right now, I'm going in with zero hope.
Marvel really gave me no hope.
Zero hope. And if I'm serious about the Queen Ramonda thing. If she dies in that flood, I will audibly. I will ruin it for everyone. I will audibly. Because we're like I said, we're sitting at the top. We always sit at the top at the IMAX theater.
Yeah.
That's a lot of steps down for a lot of time for me to say whatever the fuck I want to say.
I'm going to make sure I record it if it happens.
So
hopefully not. Hopefully not. Because it would just make no sense for one.
No.
But I kind of want it to, now that I can see that and record, but I don't want it to happen.
We're going to have to go to a different
I don't want it to happen. Yes, that's what I'm about to say.
We're going to be removed.
So we have a YouTube channel. Can we record? No. We know you guys way too familiar.
Do you see that? That's your picture on the wall.
ADCTW. I really wanted to see Storm and T'Challa get married in live action. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's something as fans that we all
and I want to see a accurate portrayal of Storm in live action too.
Yeah,
Halle Berry, thanks but no thanks. But I want to see
what do
her justice, bro.
Electrocuted Toad, same thing as everything else. You mean that line didn't do it for you?
I'm telling you.
You mean that didn't?
Halle Berry just gave me nothing as Storm. Like she gave me nothing.
Well, at least she killed it as Catwoman. Wait. Sorry.
I forget about that masterpiece. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
first
Man,
Oscar.
she has not done good shit as superheroes.
No, she should stay away from from fantasy.
Man.
Fat and Noab said, taking away T'Challa gets rid of the one top-tier black superhero that kids care about. T'Challa's up there with Bat, Supes, Wonder, Flash, Lantern, Spite, just all the top superheroes he's up there with. And he's the only black one.
I don't know a way to look it up, but if we just looked up like toy sales, T-shirt sales, all that kind of
merchandise sales,
I'm sure Black Panther.
Oh yeah,
is up there with Spider-Man.
Ever since 2018,
Batman, Superman. Yeah. My nephew has, I don't even know how many Black Panther toys and how many T-shirts. Like, I see kids constantly with Black Panther stuff.
I'm telling you, there's he's become a household name.
Yeah,
he's become a household name. What's next?
Just because it's getting late, if you want to, I might have to just skip down to the bottom of them because we have hell and they keep coming in. So it's like every time I scroll, there's an arrow for new comments.
We got a
so
decent
it's like, I'm
amount
gonna
of
just get to
people.
the
We
bottom.
appreciate everybody being
just
here.
I'm reading these last ones that are on the
Thursday.
screen, and unfortunately, that is it. And so Raymond said, when I go see Black Panther and they start singing, I shall wear a crown of precious Lord, take my hand, I'm going home. If I want to see a funeral, I'd go watch Aretha's again for free.
That shit is on YouTube.
I'm sorry.
He said. That's funny. Okay. What's next?
The Brutus said, T'Challa is the power fantasy of an unconquered black leader, not a sidekick or criminal, but hero and king. No, not a slave, but free.
Exactly.
It's literally like the one of the few fictional characters that is something to look up to. Like, that is black excellence to look up to in himself, just one person. And then he said, black family, not fatherless, not brotherless, not triumph in the face of a world who is jealous and conniving.
And one of the most intelligent minds in Marvel. Yep.
Go hand to hand with anyone, just combat wise.
Man, like when Clint
physical, mentally,
and you know, man, I love him in Civil War. I love T'Challa in Civil War. Clint.
I'm Clint. I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Move, Captain. I will not ask a second time. I'm like, bro.
Or whenever, like, who was that? Okoye?
Or was that
Io? Was like, move or you will be moved. He's like, as much as I would like to see.
So dope, man. So dope.
J.O., I'm with D. If Ramonda dies, I'm taking off on my on the first person next to me and knocking everybody's snacks the fuck over. And it's like, I can just imagine it because it's like, I'm pretty sure that we have 5 of us all sitting in one row, and I could see all 5 of us being
pretty upset,
pretty like pissed about that. So it's like, I feel bad for whatever be in front and behind us, just anyone in that surrounding little area.
Man, they're all going in. Yeah,
because I'm pretty sure we'll be vocal about almost even not even just that, the whole movie. So it's like, I'm pretty sure anyone who's around us might be annoyed the whole time a little bit.
Shit, we might get the flashlight. Shut up.
Smarter than his peers and more strategic than Napoleon. No, like, T'Challa is literally GOAT. Like,
bruh, let's just talk about when, like I said, we're not gonna get into it, but like when the Skrulls during Secret Invasion, when they actually got into Wakanda, he outsmarted the fuck out of them.
Yeah,
come on, man.
That I read a story yesterday about when he could have killed Deadpool. Like, he used a weapon that just healed his cancer and stuff, so he couldn't grow his limbs back. I was like, bro,
I forgot about that.
I was like, bro, this T'Challa is a dog, bro.
Intelligent as fuck.
He is a dog.
Yes.
Did people have a problem with T'Challa and Storm getting married in the comics? Heard this about 2 days ago, and it shocked me. Nicholas Jenkins.
Not that I'm aware of. I have a comic literally up there. We have comics. You guys can't see them. I know it sucks, but we have comics around just
behind the cameras and
behind
everything.
the cameras. I have the one of with Storm and T'Challa. Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Raymond said it. Whitney's is free too.
So is Mike's. Mike's up there too.
Like, I was gonna say, there's a plethora to choose from. Like, JM reviews. Once I saw T'Challa / Black Panther on screen for the first time in Civil War, I kept saying people are going to be amazed of what T'Challa is going to bring to the MCU based off reading from the comics.
Oh yeah,
and that's literally that's where I was amazed off that shit.
was
That's
so
literally that
dope
was
in
my
Civil
start.
War.
I didn't have a T'Challa comic or read one until I saw Civil War.
He was so dope.
After that, I was like, I'm gonna need to go read off that. Like that nigga is insane.
He's dope.
Cornelius said that's why I hope 616 Wakanda is destroyed and an incursion in the MCU starts over with a new cast and director.
Only Nate Moore dies. He gets washed away.
He's in that incursion. Fat Nob said Earth's Mightiest Heroes, T'Challa versus MCU T'Challa. Which do you guys prefer?
Earth's Mightiest Heroes. If I had to choose a T'Challa out of those two, out of MCU T'Challa, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, I'm going to choose Earth's Mightiest Heroes T'Challa.
Yeah. That's what personally. The MCU Black Panther starts over. Cornelius. Raymond said next week is the premiere, but when is the social media embargo lifted? I want to know how hard this stands.
So the premiere, they're not under embargo when they go see this on the 25th. They are free to come out and say whatever they want to say. They are not under embargo for this. They get to come out and say what they want to say. That's why I said the 25th is going to be very telling. So we'll see. My calendar's marked. I'm anticipating it because I guarantee you, if it's shit views or reviews, we're going live. Yeah.
Nigga said if we had princes,
You'll be reviewing your way out to the theater.
Raymond is on the funerals tonight. He said Mike too. If we had princes, I'd be a fridge.
What was that one before?
Zeta Magnus said the Marvel Legends Black Panther figure I picked up is of the Civil War suit.
Is that the one they've re-put out?
Yes.
I'm waiting for them to put out the newer version of the comic accurate one. I haven't seen him anywhere yet, but I'm waiting for it. So get those last two.
I mean, hey, hell, James Brown's on YouTube too. Come to think of it, that was a big one. That one lasted like a week. I felt like at the time.
The Brutus said I was invited to the premiere as a cosplayer. I refused to go because I didn't want to act out or put anyone on the spot and get disappeared by the mouse. I got receipts. That's super dope.
That is super dope.
Really cool.
That is super dope. You do cosplay stuff on like your channel, or you have like a somewhere we can see your cosplay stuff? That'd be dope because I'm super. I don't do it personally, but it's so dope.
It's so cool to look at.
Yeah, bro. I am. I would love to do it.
I can't. Yeah, I don't have that in. That shit takes talent.
Bro. It
Shit
takes talent.
I can throw together basic little Halloween fits or some shit, but
or if you're me, you can just wake up as Bro Thor.
That too.
Some of us just have that.
And they want people to talk. Cornelius said they want people to talk about all other characters showing up to distract from T'Challa not being present.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is.
And then the Brutus said the Gram, but not as good, or not as many. Same name on Instagram. Yeah, well, I'm gonna definitely check that out and everything because that sounds cool. And comment, or two last comment. Sadly, we still have not seen T'Challa's intelligence yet. I have friends who don't even know how that T'Challa is around or is smart.
They kind of replace it with his sister.
Yep.
Well, it kind of goes back to everything that we were just talking about. Yeah. What is the fascination with making the male representation
lesser than what it is?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense because like I said,
Well, especially if it's a stereotype of like the black male not being in the home, and then they're just gonna be like, "Oh, let's lean and make it all about black," instead of
or even the stereotype that they're not smart, that they gotta fight their way out of everything, that they can't think their way out of it.
You gotta get a college football, college basketball scholarship to get out of it. Not you can't think,
you can't build. You know? And that's literally he was everything. Like literally could do everything.
And honestly,
he wasn't a stereotype. He wasn't the stereotype. No, he wasn't. That's literally why he was made.
Andre said, "Is it possible that the T'Challa who dies in this movie is a Skrull?" There are so many options.
I've seen that rumor too. I would I would love it.
Wouldn't be opposed.
We'd be coming out singing a different tune.
I'd love it
if that were the case.
If the real T'Challa, somewhere kidnapped with the Skrulls and everything,
it's a green death, not a black death. So that's cool.
And even if it goes against, I mean, I don't even care about that. If it goes against the comics, how many things in Marvel, the 30 films that they've done have gone against the comics? I don't care. Just don't kill my guy, bro. Don't kill him. So that
would be a cool one.
And then Raymond said T'Challa is one of the smartest people in the universe. That we never saw that. It's a shame.
Yep. Somebody higher up too. You don't have to go up there, but somebody said that also he's friends with Reed. Him and Reed. Him and Reed are really good friends, bro.
Yep.
In Time Runs Out, Secret Invasion or Secret Wars. That was actually not that. When the Illuminati first asked to come into Wakanda, that's one of the only reasons he agreed to even let them have the meeting to hear them out was because Reed was like, T'Challa, I really want you to be a part of this. T'Challa was like, I'll hear it out because it's you.
Yeah.
Him and Reed are really good friends, and they're both fucking intelligent. When they bounce off of each other, then when they use each other's intellect in the comics, it's dope, man. And we're not gonna see that shit. We're not gonna see it.
Yeah, and we could see that, and it could be kind of similar to Tony and Bruce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then J.O. Wolf said that Coogler's reasoning for making sure the genius was he wanted to be like James Bond and Q. And then Zeta Magnus said people will be putting this in the MCU bonfire.
Oh yeah.
Darth, I'm just gonna call you Darth. I still to this day don't understand when Storm told Toad that.
Yeah, from that. Yeah.
It was a bad one.
And then Fat and No Up said Skrulls experimented on the real T'Challa, messed up his face, comes back to Wakanda, and they had to use plastic surgery and fix his face and couldn't fix it back. So now he has a new face, and ta-da, new actor. Darth again said respectfully. It said we even talking about recast T'Challa as a discussion is a problem in general. That's the fact. Yeah, it shouldn't even be. It should have just been done.
With disrespect, fuck off with that. I can say,
is he saying? Oh, he's saying. What is he saying? I'm not saying fuck off to him.
Is he saying that people saying that we shouldn't be talking about recast?
Oh, I just read it as.
I think he's saying he meant sad, not said, right? Respectfully, it's sad.
It's sad. Oh yeah. It's sad. We even talking about recast T'Challa.
I thought he was saying people. I thought he was saying people are saying we shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be a discussion. It should have just been done.
I thought he was saying people were saying we shouldn't be having this discussion because it's disrespectful to Chadwick. No. I was gonna say, well, those people can fuck off.
Yeah. Final comment going to the Bruta. That is it.
That is it.
If you wanted to keep his intelligence but not in STEM, was make him a great one step ahead in strategist. I mean, I just don't see why they had to take any of T'Challa's intelligence away. You don't have to give Zuri
it's like they don't know how
T'Challa's
to write two strong characters on the screen
they can
together.
both be intelligent. Why do you have to take his and give it to her?
These are supposed to be some of the best writers, right?
It's like they don't have to be 50-50. They can be 100% and 100%.
Can we just not tell them? Can we just not tell the characters what color the people are, and then maybe they can write the characters? Okay? As long as it's
let's leave the names out of it. Let's just name them Drake and Josh.
It's a handshake. It's a Drake and Josh handshake for the writers. They don't know how to do the handshake, and it's awkward. They're like, "What do we do here?" I don't get it. Man. I don't get it because they can nail it with every other character.
They can, but we even saw that they can even write when we saw episode 8 of She-Hulk. Hey, you guys can actually write.
Yeah,
good job. Let's do that consistently. But so
anyway, we appreciate everybody here. Raymond, that last one said I wanted Jonathan Majors for T'Challa, but too late. Yeah, now he's king.
But there's other great guys out there they could choose from.
But like I said, we appreciate you guys being here. I definitely wanted to get this stuff off of our chest today because there were things that we needed to talk about with this, and there's other topics that we're going to talk about on Sunday with you guys that have been main topics from other things. So we're going to talk about that thing. So remember, Sunday we want a really big stream for you. We want to have a big stream this was decent size right now.
This was
this was great. So we appreciate everybody being here. Sunday we're going to be live again at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, and then we are going to talk more recast and more other topics out there that have to do with all things movies, TV, streaming, hot topics, and more. So we appreciate you guys being here. We hope that you guys had fun. As always, it is going to be recast T'Challa this way. As always, it's going to be what Draymond said is hollow bullshit, and hopefully
Black Adam is good tomorrow.
Yeah.
So,
And if you weren't here in the beginning, next week we are starting to go live almost every day now.
Yeah.
So
yes,
that is something we're getting into.
Cornelius,
if you missed
that's for you.
I was going to say, yeah. So if you want to not say we didn't announce shit, this is an announcement if you were here. Every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but Saturday, I think.
Yeah, no
So
Saturdays.
every day but Saturday, we'll be live.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. We appreciate y'all being here this late and everything.
Appreciate it,
Been here a
Zeta.
while.
Yeah, it's cool seeing so many
Appreciate
people.
It
in the
was
chat.
Definitely
You know?
cool.
Definitely cool. We got 19 likes. We had at one point almost 40 views, and the chat was very engaging the whole time. We appreciate you guys. This is again.
No,
this is
yeah,
why
the
we do it.
lives wouldn't be as much if y'all didn't keep
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, this
Keep
is
them
why
how
we
they
do
are.
it.
So
Yeah, it's
We
fun.
do it with you guys. We do it for fun. Like I said, I'm gonna start working on that mass stream, and I've talked with Chillmonger a little, and we're gonna talk a little bit more. Talk a little bit more back at the bus and some other guys. Theo B, D Real.
yeah, y'all keep
E-Man.
commenting people y'all want to
Yeah.
see on the collab as well,
Yeah,
because we'll
for sure.
definitely get as
We're
many
gonna get
people
that
in as we can on
We're
that.
gonna
Yeah.
get that going. That's going.
I know
Sure,
I for
help
sure
the
want to
movement.
sit in on the next one.
Yeah, we definitely want to. I want to try to do something that has not been done, that it can be monumental for this. Honestly, again, you just think about that. You get all of us in, and we all talk about it.
There's gonna be there's so many different
Man,
opinions too.
yeah.
There's just
That
gonna be
would be
so much
so-
to sit in and listen to and learn from and laugh at and hate on and just
Yeah.
everything.
That'd be so dope. So, like I said, we appreciate you guys being here. We're gonna be back here next Sunday. We're gonna be back here Sunday with you guys, and we'll start next week with everyday stream. So, and that's all because of you guys. We just got a 20th like. We appreciate it. So if you're in and you haven't liked, smash the like button. You gotta smash it. So we appreciate you guys being here. As always, like I always say, like, subscribe. Can I do this on a? Maybe I can do this right on a.
On a
Oh shit! It's not even
You
right
already
now.
did it wrong. You already fucked it up. You already fucked it up.
Okay, anyway, like, subscribe, share with your friends. I'll see you in the next video. Fuck. Bro. Fuck.